Welcome back to Definitely Not Definitive. I'm Ken.
And I'm Bethany.
This is Bucky. He's got his beer stein.
Yes.
He's ready for some death battle.
Absolutely.
So we're doing Blake versus Mikasa. We skipped the other death battle because it had Yuji Itadori in it, and we're watching Jujutsu Kaisen.
Yep.
So we didn't want any spoilers for that.
Nope.
And we finished Attack on Titan. So we're going through withdrawal, so we need more Attack on Titan.
Yes.
And we finished RWBY. Well, at least until, they give us more RWBY in season 10 or whatever, volume 10. And we missed RWBY. It's been a long time. It's been like over a year since we've seen anything RWBY related. And yeah, if you want our death battle reactions, we got a playlist for you in the description of this video. The way we do this is we're gonna watch the first part where they explain everything about their characters. Then we're gonna bet on who we think is gonna win. Then then we're gonna see how much money I won because I won the bet.
Sure.
Bethany is the repeat champion so far on our bets, and the winner each year gets to choose a cosplay outfit for us on New Year's Eve and New Year's Day. Yeah, that's everything I got for you. Ready to do this?
What are our current scores?
Oh, I don't have much cheat in front of me.
Okay.
Yeah, but I
I
think
think we're close.
I'm up $5.
I wanted to say that too.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think I gotta double check the numbers. It's somewhere around here. I got too many pieces of scrap paper all over the place.
There's a lot
I
of
got
scrap.
our names for the characters of different shows so we can remember them, so we don't call them like Mustache Guy and Dickbag,
But we
Douchebag.
still call them Mustache Guy. It's okay because, in Jujutsu Kaisen, Patchwork Face.
Yeah.
So we're not the only ones who do it.
Yeah, exactly. Okay. Ready to do this?
I'm ready.
Okay.
Blake Belladonna, the feline huntress from RWBY.
And Mikasa Ackerman, the giant killing scout from Attack on Titan.
Yeah.
Two reluctant heroes
Thank
are
you.
fighting for a better world.
What'll happen when they go toe-to-toe to see who's the swingiest and the cuttiest? He's Wiz and I'm Boomstick.
What?
And
Mikasa's
it's our job
both
to
the
analyze
swingiest
their
and the
weapons,
cuttiest.
armor, and skills to find out who would win a death battle.
Doesn't mean she's gonna win, but if it's just based on swinging and cutting, she wins.
Those who make peaceful revolution impossible will make violent revolution inevitable.
I wonder if JFK was thinking about anime cat girls when he said that.
Despite the world of Remnant being home to a plethora of magical beings, the Faunus were subject to discrimination from humanity.
That's so dumb. How can humans be racist against Faunus? Aside from looking slightly different, they're basically exactly the same. Oh.
Yeah.
Blake Belladonna worked with the Faunus activist organization, the White Fang. But when her parents expressed concern
Likes reading
at its
tuna and
growing
yang.
violent tactics, she ran away to join them fully.
Yeah, Ginger Kylo Ren's influence was making it all cat-girl supremacist-y.
Believing the Faunus deserved to rule the world instead of humans,
worst.
Adam Taurus turned the White Fang into a terrorist organization, with the young, impressionable Blake in tow. Now Blake got to put her superhuman Faunus abilities to the test as a guerrilla fighter.
She's not a gorilla, Wiz. She's clearly a cat. You dingus.
That's not what I
As a clearly cat Faunus, Blake's got superhuman strength, speed, and endurance. She can see in the dark and even pick up on sounds regular humans can't hear.
Blake has also unlocked her aura, the manifestation of one's soul. Similar to the Eastern concept of chi, Blake can use her aura to passively withstand intense damage. Though if it's overtaxed, she will be as defenseless as any ordinary human.
Her aura survived this huge flying monster called a Nevermore crashing into her. Twice!
Measuring the size of the Nevermore compared to the stone structure it shattered, we can gauge it had to have fragmented over 2,000 cubic meters of rock.
That means Blake's aura ate over 4 tons of TNT without even breaking.
I guess you could say she, sold it? Eh?
Don't try that again, or I'm gonna have to cut you with a sword as sharp as Gamble Shroud. It's everything you could ever want in a sick anime combo weapon. Part katana.
Also a gun.
Part Surigama. And it wouldn't be RWBY if it wasn't part gun.
Yeah.
Now, this sheath is a sword too. That's just showing off. And I like it.
The 96-meter-long elastic ribbon attached to the katana's hilt lets Blake use Gamble's Shroud as a grappling hook for maneuverability and creative attacks. An invaluable asset for the White Fang and her new boyfriend.
Well, until he threatened to blow up a bunch of innocent people. Now, instead of a bad boy, he's just a boy. That is bad.
Horrified, Blake turned her back on Adam and the White Fang, and for the second time in her life, she ran away.
It's like running away is her superpower.
In a sense, it is. Blake's aura allows her to manifest a unique ability, or semblance, called Shadow. Born from her desire to escape, Blake can create a brief, intangible clone for deception, evasion, or even to propel herself through the air.
She can even combine them with different kinds of dust, which is basically magic gunpowder. Fire dust clones will explode on impact, while ice will freeze you solid. Though once she runs out of aura, that's it for her semblance too. Wiz? Buddy? Man, I killed him. And it wasn't even on purpose!
Don't worry, just some biological cloning. It's a hobby.
RWBY
Don't ask
chibi.
if I'm the original. I genuinely don't know anymore. Alone again, Blake lacked purpose and a place to call home.
strut.
Until she reached Beacon Academy. There, she learned to be a huntress, a soldier of peace sworn to protect the land from monsters and any that would do it harm.
And she wouldn't do it alone. Blake would join up with fellow huntresses in training, Weiss Schnee, Yang Xiaolong, and Ruby Rose to make Team RWBY with a W.
She didn't just find teammates, but friends as well.
Feelings gross. Don't worry, the power of friendship didn't get in the way of her kicking some ass. In fact, it made her even better at it. She's defeated the gangster Roman
Easily
Torchwick,
sliced through steel.
the kaiju-sized Sea Fei Long, and the assassins Mercury and Emerald, and they could dodge natural lightning.
Comparing the distance they traveled relative to the lightning bolt, we can determine they were moving over 26,000 meters per second, nearly 80 times the speed of sound.
She even managed to stand up to Adam and all his mom just doesn't understand energy with the help of a new, way less toxic partner. So long, you abusive a-hole!
No easy feat considering Adam was strong enough to pulverize this massive spider droid with his moon slice, a feat worth over 4 tons of TNT.
Not too bad for a bootleg Virgil, and Gamble Shroud could take hits like that over and over before breaking.
Despite her troubled past, Blake would never stop fighting for a better, more peaceful, more equitable world. She was done running. With her friends at her side, she would face the future head on.
So long.
Welcome to Scenic Shiganshina. Enjoy the rustic medieval architecture.
Like the music.
Party populace and
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Ooh, yep, that can't be good.
Cowering behind enormous walls, the last remnants of humanity were driven to near extinction by the arrival of the monstrous Titans.
Despite that, little Mikasa Ackerman lived a happy, normal life.
Belongs to the
Until her
anti-Jaegers
parents
faction.
were brutally murdered in front of her.
Likes her
But
scarf.
never fear, she Una reversed the
Ice
shit out of those assholes with the help of Eren Yeager, another pint-sized psychopath in training.
Adopted by Eren's parents, Mikasa and Eren somehow lived a happy, normal life. Until all their friends and family were brutally murdered by Titans. I'm sensing a pattern here.
With barely anyone in her life lasting longer than a 25-minute episode, Mikasa became Eren's guardian angel.
Certainly a valuable asset to Eren, who devoted his life to exterminating the Titan threats.
Together, they joined the military and got their hands on some sweet Titan-slaying gear, the vertical maneuvering equipment, or VMI.
Also known as omnidirectional movement or ODM gear in the anime, it allows Mikasa to fight the towering Titans at their own level.
ODM gear comes with two 20 to 30 foot long iron wire spears she can separately aim and shoot that'll hook into any surface. They'll allow her to swing around like a steampunk Spider-Man.
She can zoom through the air and change directions on a dime with a special fan on her back that fires pressurized gas.
Farting. That's called farting.
Farting. Who's on fire this episode?
I'll get another clone.
Mikasa's ODM gear can propel her at speeds up to 366 kilometers per hour. That's almost a third the speed of sound.
Assuming she can reach top speeds in a second, that's over 10 G's of force, 10 times Earth's gravity.
For reference, astronauts withstand about 3 G's of force during liftoff, and fighter pilots can withstand up to 9 G's for a second or two during aerial combat. Even just 6 G's for a sustained period of time can be fatal for a human being, but Mikasa can survive almost twice that much and fight giant monsters at the same time.
That insane speed makes her especially
That's
deadly
impressive.
when she whips out her special Titan slashing swords made of ultra-hard steel.
Mage is
And that's
impressive.
exactly
But
the
here's
term
this
I
breakdown.
use
It's
to
like-
describe myself after watching what they can do to a Titan.
despite their name, they're rather fragile, at least relative to the super tough Titan skin they have to repeatedly cut. So Mikasa carries a set of 12 that she can easily dispose of and replace mid-combat.
Yeah, that kind of became a problem when some super intelligent Titans started sporting crazy tough armor. That's when Mikasa breaks out the big guns, the Thunder Spears.
Essentially proto-bazookas, the Thunder Spears are thrown like javelins. They're sharp enough to pierce even the armored Titan's impenetrable hide, and once their fuse is severed, they'll explode, devastating anything within range.
Shattering the armored Titan's armor is no joke. It was tough enough to tank punching a hole through Walmaria.
By measuring the size of the gate in comparison to, let's go with this guy, we can determine the armored Titan violently fragmented over 1,000 cubic meters of rock.
That'd take over 18 tons of TNT, enough to level a
Showing the
city
gate armor Titan's
block,
armored.
and the Thunder
I was
Spear
withstood numerous
scrapped it.
explosions.
No surprises here. If you're too close to one of its blasts, it's game over.
Despite the awesome power at her fingertips, Mikasa only really joined the military to watch over and protect Eren.
Like a loving mother hen of death. And that became way harder once Eren learned he could also turn into one of those super intelligent Titans.
Now humanity's greatest weapon against the Titan menace, Eren was at the center of all major anti-Titan operations, which meant Mikasa was there too, ruthlessly dispatching anyone that might harm him.
Get over yourself, Eren. So what if your childhood home was destroyed by a Titan? You're living rent-free in this girl's head. And it could be worse. You could be Armin. Man, it's like she's programmed to protect him.
You're not off base. Mikasa's last name isn't inconsequential. Ages ago, the Ackermans were bioengineered to be subservient super soldier royal guards to the mighty Eldian Emperor.
Well, wherever all that shit came from, Mikasa's got the Ackerman blood coursing.
That's just
through
what
her
Eren
veins.
said.
The same blood that gives her a fraction of a Titan's
Zeke said it
power
didn't-
without transforming. Holy crap!
It's that power that allows
There's no evidence for
Captain
that.
Levi, another Ackerman, to dodge point-blank bullets. That's over Mach 2, and Mikasa can easily keep up with him.
It also lets her subconsciously tap into the combined experience and battle instincts of Ackerman's past. She's like the avatar of Titan murder.
Unfortunately, this blood bond with Eren means that even when he goes too far, she's obligated to protect him, kind of like a robot.
I don't buy it, Wiz. She doesn't love him because of her DNA. She loves him because he's the only one who stood up for her when she couldn't stand up for herself. When she looks at him and the rest of her friends, she sees a hope for a brighter tomorrow.
Wow, Boomstick, that was touching.
And she has fart powers.
Well,
There we go.
It was nice while it lasted.
I'm not listening to another word of this. No point.
So it seemed like that was all before the last attack.
Well, there wasn't it said dealt the final blow to Eren.
Oh, okay.
So they did see all of it, even if they
Okay.
weren't kind of like,
Yeah.
fuck it, I already wrote it. I'm going to stick with it.
Sure, you can change it.
It's okay.
It's not too late. Ready?
Ready.
Damn it! Blake for 10.
I thought for sure you were going to do Mikasa.
I was going to go more for Blake, too. I was going to go 20. But should have gone 20. Damn it. All right. Why Blake?
Well, I'll confess, going into this, especially because we did just finish Attack on Titan,
Yeah.
I kind of thought this was an unfair matchup. I was like, Mikasa is going to kick her ass. Like, Mikasa is just, she strikes me as being more ruthless, more willing to go there.
Yeah.
I don't doubt that Blake is skilled, but like Blake has never, I don't know, I almost thought like a Yang Mikasa matchup might be a closer bet. Like, because to me, Yang seemed like one of the more brutal fighters who kind of enjoyed the fight too, you know, in a way that Mikasa's competency at it and like gracefulness at it kind of felt like, that could be a good match. But at the start of this, they really did talk up Blake a lot more. And I was like, wow, there are some aspects of her fighting abilities that I maybe have underestimated or I kind of forgotten about. And Mikasa does very heavily depend on the ODM gear, where it's like, okay, and she is incredible with that. But when that's off the table, how much does she have to go with versus Blake, who still has her innate faunus abilities and senses that go with that? So like, even if you take away the ODM gear and Blake's aura, I still feel like Blake has some skills attached to her fauna status that could tip her over the edge.
Yeah, I mean, Blake's aura survived a lot, and like you said with him being very reliant on the ODM gear, this is supposed to be, okay, who would win the most battles? what if you're like out in a field and there's no like high places to go and jump off of? I mean, she's like, the ODM gear is built to, you know, move fast and take care of really tall ass titans. Not like it's not really meant for like a person.
Yeah.
To like go and like kill a person. And both of them, yes, are fantasy, but RWBY just has more like actual sort of like powers going on, like with the aura and the dust. And whereas Attack on Titan, sounds weird to say, it's more grounded in reality, but like it you know, outside of the Titans, it is like trying to be like more real world. So it doesn't really have like magic in it. Yes, there is like, you know, like there's secret packs and obviously the magic of the Titans and everything like that. But I'm saying like, you know, take the Titans away, and the world itself does, you know, there's no aura, there's no dust, there's I mean, like she can duplicate herself. So I went in this being like, I really want Mikasa to win. I think she's gonna win. And then as we watched it, I'm like, they did a good job with Mikasa, like, you know, saying that she has like superhuman strength and speed, and she has like the same experience as the past Ackermans. So depending, again, like this was 5 years ago. I don't know how they did it. Like if they did the whole speed and endurance and experience, like, so maybe Mikasa has more of the experience than Blake. Although, but yeah, at the end of the day, I think like as we were talking about Blake, I'm like, I don't think this is gonna be close the other way. Like Mikasa's it's not kind of an unfair advantage for Blake. Like I don't know if this is the best matchup to have these two go at it. Like they're not really like even playing fields as far as their worlds go.
Yeah, that's a good point about the worlds. I hadn't even fully thought about that, but everything of Mikasa is designed to fight big, I don't want to say slow moving objects because Titans can get some speed, but it's still like, you know, big targets.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. So we'll see. Doesn't really matter because it's about the same thing. I was like, it should have been 20.
Hey! Civilians were supposed to evacuate this area hours ago! Get the hell out of here!
But she's reading her book.
Come in!
Mm-hmm.
You deaf? I said get the hell!
Good animation too. Ooh.
Leave me alone! Are those 2 sets of ears? She must have 4 times the hearing.
That's the other thing, is that like the ODM gear can run out of gas.
Yep. Well, I will say they're having Blake come out very strong, which usually means
Yeah.
it doesn't end her way.
True. Oh, nice. He's like, that's fast. It's Sub-Zero. You don't have any powers to tell which one's the real her.
Those clones and attacking me from behind.
Cool ass battle though.
Yeah, it is.
Oh. Gonna punch her to death. Ooh, the thunder spears. This could be the trump card. Uh-oh.
Gotcha this time.
Oh no, busted her aura! Oh crap. I don't know, you're gonna take out Mikasa with just one arm. Oh shit! I guess you can't take out Mikasa with just one arm. Blake! Badass!
Damn.
I told her not to get too close to that thunder
Like the Titan
spear.
shadow there.
Yeah.
You can't hear omniscient narration from beyond the fourth wall.
Despite Mikasa's overwhelming and frankly terrifying tenacity, Blake's varied arsenal and powers gave her a clear edge.
Yeah.
The ODM gear allowed Mikasa to keep up with Gamble Shroud's agility, but in terms of offense, Mikasa was kind of a one-trick pony. And that's especially compared to the Swiss anime knife that is Gamble Shroud, which could stretch 10 to 16 times longer than either of Mikasa's cable.
Blake's variety of shadows she could spam at will kept Mikasa guessing, and her aura allowed her to survive any attacks that could land.
To be fair, the Thunder Spears were a different story, and were powerful enough to shatter Blake's aura. The aura could survive around 4 tons of TNT, while the Spear's
18
explosion
tons?
could dish
Yeah.
out over 18.
But Blake's far greater speed made her nearly impossible to consistently hit. While Mikasa could keep up with characters that can dodge bullets, Blake could keep up with characters that can dodge lightning. In this case, nearly 40 times faster than Mikasa.
Damn.
And those Thunder Spears are meant for big, slow titans,
Yep.
not human opponents, so it's unlikely she'd ever get a solid hit in with one.
In that same sense, Mikasa's Ackerman heritage couldn't save her either.
It may give her generations worth of combat experience Avatar style, but almost all of it was against titans, not a honest huntress like Blake, who has powers the Ackerman family has never seen before.
Yeah.
Coupled with her Odium gear's limited fuel supply and breakable swords, Mikasa just couldn't end the fight before her own options ran out. Mikasa had guts, but Blake's speed, versatility, and sick anime combo weapon gave her the edge.
It may have been a gamble, but Blake had the spirit to win without a shadow of a doubt.
The winner is Blake Belladonna.
Yeah, made sense. I mean, everything they talked about, we kind of had mentioned as well, and yeah, it just didn't seem like it's just. I mean, I guess they both had swords in anime, and so that's why they were.
And they swing.
Yeah, they swing. That's why they were paired together. But it just seemed like an unfair fight for Mikasa. It's like, yeah, their worlds aren't the same. It's not necessarily like the characters and like what their ability, what their like fighting styles are. It kind of has to be more power levels or whatever. I know
Yeah.
power levels are bullshit, but yeah. So I think that kind of has to be more. I know also, you know, at the time, RWBY and Rooster Teeth and Death Battle were all under the RWBY and Death Battle were all under Rooster Teeth's banner. So trying to promote the show, some cross promotion there, that makes sense as well, obviously. And Attack on Titan, you know, 5 years ago, I mean, still huge, but like, you know, it was even bigger, like in the zeitgeist and whatnot was like, you know, probably at its peak or whatever. But so that makes sense why they were like, you know, combining all those, but just didn't seem fair for Mikasa.
Yeah, what I really loved about this was I came into it with such a heavy bias.
Yep.
And the pre-battle breakdown made me swing the other way, which sometimes they do just to screw with you because then like your original instinct was right, but they intentionally made you think it was wrong so that like you'll be more surprised. But in this instance, it was like, no, they did a really good job like outlining the character powers and it did pan out the way I would have imagined after watching that breakdown.
Yeah. Let us know your thoughts about this death battle down below in the comments. And if you want early free access for our reactions, check out our Patreon, or you can just hit the join button down below for early access right here on YouTube. Thanks so much for watching Death Battle with us, but just keep in mind.
And our reaction is definitely not definitive.